Hey, what's up, guys? This is Martin here from Kodiak. Your favorite Chad from Poland is here. Coming to you live, like always, from the beautiful sunny day here in Poland. It's absolutely wonderful today. It's fantastic. So, on this video, we're going to talk about the 6 signs that someone is intimidated by you. Now, gentlemen, I've already made countless videos on this topic in the past, and recently, I've discovered some new signs that I would like to present you on this little video. So, without further ado, let's just get straight to the video, okay? But before I get on, there's one really important thing that you need to understand. Most of the time, these signs are going to be subconscious, meaning the person that you're talking to is not aware that he or she is doing it at all. And at the same time, they can be intimidated by you for numerous reasons. It might be because of your looks, your status, your height, your body, your confidence, your aura. Like, it really doesn't matter what it is, but the fact of the matter is, it's happening for a reason. Okay, they've already put you on a pedestal in their brain. That's why it's happening. So, let's get on with the video. So, sign number 1. People act awkward and weird around you. They always look uncomfortable. Now, this is a strange one. And I found in my experience, because I'm a man, I found that women and men will display this sign to you. Women, I found, will usually fix their clothes a lot. They will adjust their hair, their bra, right? They will show off their little titties in front of you. They will pull up their pants to show that nice little ass. And it's subconscious for the most part. Why? Because you're intimidating them. It's the same thing with men. I found that when you're talking to a lot of guys, especially if you're talking to some old friends or people that you haven't really seen for a while, bro, this is even more evident. They're going to be they're going to be stuttering with their feet. They're going to be a little clumsy in a way. They're going to stutter. Like, I can't explain how this works, but this is so bizarre when it happens. Because with other people, they're like very cool, very kind. They're always very normal and comfy. But with you, it's almost like they've completely lost their minds for some reason. But the reason why you're experiencing it is because, again, and I've kind of mentioned this, they've already put you on a pedestal in their brain. They already perceive you a certain way. And that's why they're displaying these kind of signals and behaviors around you. Because there's something about you that intimidates them. It might be your looks, it might be your status, your height, your body, your money, I don't know what it is. But the fact of the matter is, it's happening for a reason. Because people are not going to be intimidated by the average Joe. They're just not. Hell no. And I found with girls, if women are intimidated by you, that's a really, really good sign. Because, in my opinion, when a chick is intimidated of you, that usually means that you're very attractive in her eyes. Because she can be intimidated and attracted to you at the same time. But it's usually a lot more subtle. And she's going to kind of act like you don't exist. Like she's not into you. But deep down, she's really having the hots for you. So this is why it's happening. Okay? So that's a really, really good sign. Okay, sign number 2. They're overly and unnecessarily apologetic. They apologize for the stupidest things. It's almost like they're trying to please you in a way. They're validating themselves in their own brain. And it's so crazy when it happens. You can be talking to a chick and she's saying sorry for everything. Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said this. She dropped something. Oh, I'm so sorry for this. I'm being so clumsy today. I don't know why. I'm being nervous. I don't know why. The reason why they're doing it, gentlemen, is because they're intimidated by you. And the reason why they're displaying this signal is because you make them uncomfortable. You're triggering some kind of emotion in their mind. And they just can't hold themselves. They can't keep their cool. That's why it's happening. But if you're noticing this, or with guys, okay, if you're talking to some old friends, you're having a little, I don't know, bro reunion, and you're noticing this, yeah. If your friends are always apologizing to you, they're like, oh, I didn't mean to say this. They're being they're being a people pleaser in a way. This is a great sign. Oh yeah, no. Don't be mad. I didn't want to offend you. Don't be mad at me. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we can hear some geese again. So that's a really, really strong sign that you're intimidated. All right, the third sign. People will avoid eye contact with you. And this is a very strange one, because with normal people, with your average Joe, they're always making eye contact. They're not being nervous, they're not fidgeting. They can, hold their gaze. They can keep, they're going to keep making eye contact with normal people. But with you, they're always looking down. They're always looking nervous. Oh. What's going on? And you might be like, hey, what's going on? How come this person's making eye contact with every single person, but with me, they're always avoiding eye contact? It's almost like they're hiding something from you. They're being secretive about something. They're protecting themselves in a way. Because in all reality, all the signs that I'm describing in this video, it's basically a protection mechanism in their brain. They're protecting something because you're triggering something in them. I don't know what it is. You're triggering some emotions, and they're having mixed feelings about it. That's why they're not making eye contact with you. Now, when it comes to girls, this is the thing that I disagree with when it comes to a lot of dating coaches. A lot of dating coaches say that a lack of eye contact means that the girl is not into you. I would say it's false. It really, really depends on the girl. Because I've met women who initially they avoided eye contact with me, but as soon as I opened them up, we started talking. We broke the ice, so to speak. I made them comfortable. Bingo, they were like, it's almost like they completely flipped their mind. They started making a lot of eye contact with me. It's almost like they were staring at me, and it's almost like they're eating you with their eyes. I don't know how to explain it, but this is so weird when it happens. It's called eye fucking, I think. But it's a real thing. But it usually happens when you've already broken the ice with the chick. But it's a real thing. It's a real thing. So if you're noticing that people are avoiding eye contact with you, it doesn't mean that you're ugly. It can actually mean that you're intimidating the shit out of them. And I found this happens to a lot with girls. Because let's be honest, I'm speaking from a guy's experience here. When you're a confident, handsome, intimidating man, you're gonna intimidate a lot of women, because women are just not used to it. Most men today, they're beta, they're insecure, they have no confidence, they're very flimsy. They can't keep good eye contact with people. And that's why when she sees you, it's almost like you're a completely different breed of a man. It's almost like you're a lion in a world full of hyenas. You get me? So doesn't make sense to you guys. So that's why it's happening. This is why you're experiencing it. Because you're making them nervous. You have this alpha male, you have this dominant frame, this dominant aura. That's why they're avoiding eye contact with you. It's as simple as that. Number 4, they never ask questions. It almost feels like you have to carry on this burden of always asking the questions. You have to always keep the conversation going. And they're never really returning the favor. And the reason why it's happening again, gentlemen, is because they're intimidated by you. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to speak, how to communicate with you. That's why it's happening. It doesn't mean that they're not interested in the conversation. I found it, especially with women, just because a chick is not asking you questions in the beginning doesn't mean that she's not into you. It might actually mean that she's very, very intimidated by you. And you're just making her uncomfortable. She doesn't know how to, deal with a man of your caliber. That's why it's happening. So that's why it's so important for men like us, or people who have a very intimidating personality and who are attractive at the same time, this is why it's so important to ease off that kind of mentality, to make it easy for them. Because you don't want to make them uncomfortable. You want to show them that you're a normal person just like them. So, open them up, be fun with it, have some humor, right? smile at people, and don't take yourself seriously. Open them up, joke with them, tease the girls, and you're going to be fine, okay? Okay, sign number 5 that someone is intimidated by you. They will have weak body language. They will usually exhibit this kind of sign when they're being nervous, when they meet for the first time. A lot of men and women I found will usually cross their arms. They will kind of look distracted. They will look down. They will keep looking on the ground. They will not hold that gaze with you. You know, whenever you catch them looking at you, they'll look down. And they will just be a little flimsy. It's almost like, you know, you're just scratching your head and you're thinking to yourself, hey, what's happening? What's the deal here? You know, why are they being so awkward about it? Because you're intimidating them. That's why. They just can't handle it. They can't keep their cool. That's why. So don't look at it as a negative. It's actually a really, really strong sign. And when it comes to the eye contact thing, this is something that I forgot to mention. This usually happens when you're with your friends. I found that when girls are looking at you, or when people are looking at you, including men, they will look at you when you're not looking. And the only way you'll be able to find out if they're actually looking at you is if you get that third-party validation from your friend, for instance, or your girl. Hey Martin, hey Jeff, did you notice that this girl was looking at you? Did you notice that these, girls were staring at you whenever you were talking to me? Or Ben, did you notice that this one guy was always looking at you? These guys were getting, these guys were staring at you. And you're like, hey, really? Because you're not really focused on it. You're focusing on the chick. But this is a strong sign that you're intimidating. Because people just can't make eye contact with you. They can't look at you. They're flimsy with their body language. They're weak. They're a little, slouched off. And they're not, standing up straight. Sometimes with their legs, they will almost angle their body in the opposite direction. They will lean away from you. This is not always a sign of disinterest. It usually means that it might actually mean that they're just intimidated by you. I found especially with women. But again, this really depends on the context. So you have to really look for the signs. And, really sense the dynamic that's happening when you're there. Okay? So, the last sign I'm about to give you guys, sign number 6. They act weird and awkward around you, but not with normal people. Now, again, because sometimes you can get caught up in this trap when you're like, hey, what's the deal here? I'm being cool, I'm fine, I'm a good-looking motherfucker, I'm looking at people, I'm being nice, I'm very good with people, I know how to speak, I know how to communicate, but these people are always, they're being so nervous, they're being so insecure, like, what's the deal here? What's going on with these people? Huh? I always have to, initiate a conversation. People always have trouble with making eye contact with me. They never initiate conversation. They always look down whenever I look at them. What's going on? But the reason why this is happening is because people just don't know how to act around you. They don't know how to handle your intimidation. Really. So, to sum it up, guys, if you're experiencing all these signs, don't feel jaded, don't feel emotional, don't be negative, and don't get it stuck in your head that you're bad, that you're different, and that you will never fit in. Just accept it for what it is. You're special. Like, I'm a man, for instance. I would much rather be feared and respected than be fake and be placated to by people. For real. But maybe that's just me. Okay? So, that's a great thing. It means you have something that most people will never have. So, that's the bottom line. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I wish you guys a beautiful day. Okay? Have a good Giga Chat day.